Joe, firstly, congratulations on signing the new deal. How delighted are you to extend your stay with the club?
Yeah, I'm really happy here. It was kind of a no-brainer for me, when the club approached me about extending my stay. I think, it's the start of something really special. The club's made me feel more than welcome and been really aligned with my views and my way of working, and I've really enjoyed this last few months of being here. You don't get really much time to sit and reflect. We've had a good few international breaks where we can do that, so it's been good to catch up with the powers that be at the club, because we're in constant contact anyway. And since Donald's come in, it's been extremely easy for me. We've got a really good way of working and a really forward-thinking group of staff. And yeah, I think it's just something that when it got put on the table, it was just more of excitement for the future really, and think about what we can still achieve. Yeah,
and just more broadly, coming up to Scotland, was it quite what you expected? How's it been for you so far, reflecting overall?
Yeah, it's been better than what I could have imagined. Didn't really know what to expect because I hadn't been to Glasgow previously, but it's brilliant. I love the city, I love the place, I love the people. You can definitely feel it when you come up here, and you don't really quite know the enormity of the club until you get in here. And you can feel it, and I think that's huge for me, coming into a big club, to be able to put my stamp on it and take it my own way and have the right people and the right players and the right staff alongside me to help achieve something, hopefully. So yeah, I think it was just a good mix really, and it's been a really good place to be able to live and put my future down.
Yeah, and your first job stepping into management, how much do you enjoy the challenge that brings in the day-to-day life?
Yeah, I've always worked towards it. It's something that I always knew I wanted to do. So I've always been in and around it and made sure that I've got my experience along the way. But that first, dipping your toe in can always be a little bit daunting. But as I say, we've not really had much time to think about it. It's been straight in at the deep end and game after game, and we're making sure that we're doing things the right way. And I think that's the big thing for me, that we're consistent in what we're doing, we're consistent in our messages, and it's proving to be a good thing at the moment. So we need to make sure we're continuing that and keep reflecting as a group of staff, and yeah, just hopefully long may it continue.
Yeah, in terms of the overall growth of the game up here, obviously overseeing it, being part of it, how much do you enjoy being part of that, seeing how far it's going to go, and obviously getting to play at Ibrox a couple of times already must be really good for you?
Yeah, I think it's it's the direction that we need to go. I still think there's a way to go, that we need to still keep pushing, and we need to still keep making sure that the game is growing and at a rate that is sustainable, which it is right now. I think that you can see where the game can get to. You've seen it down in England. It takes for teams to start winning things and winning things regularly, which moves on to international level as well. I think that we can keep producing these players that are going to perform for Scotland year in, year out, consistently there, and making that national team better. You look at our appearance in those national setups. We have so many players going away, especially with Scotland. So I think it's big for us that we keep producing these players and pushing the game forward and making our national team better, which will only make our league better and make the growth of the game up here happen even more.
Yeah, and on the squad, you've of course enjoyed an unbeaten domestic campaign so far. How proud are you of where you currently sit and what you hope the squad can achieve in the coming months?
Yeah, it's crazy to look at. We knew what we were capable of, and I knew what this group were capable of. It was just a case of bringing it out and then making them believe it and giving them a structure and a way of playing that could help grow that. But we do take week to week, and we don't just say it. We don't look too far ahead. So it's week to week for us. We make sure that we deal with what's in front of us, and we crack on with that and making sure that we're doing things right day to day. And that's just the standards that we've got as a group. And if that unbeaten run continues to the end of the season, brilliant. If it doesn't, no, I wouldn't think anybody would expect that. So it's just something that we need to have our end goals. However we get there is how we get there. If we can be unbeaten, we can be unbeaten, but that's not something that we're thinking about.
Yeah, and just lastly, we're obviously heading into the final few months of the campaign. How much are you looking for the players to embrace these opportunities that lie ahead as you obviously compete in three fronts?
Yeah, I think it's massive for us when the pressure's on. We say this all the time, we've got to be able to accept pressure. That's when characters step up. We've shown an enormous amount of character up until now. You see in games where we've gone behind, we've managed to come back and win these games, we've managed to stay in ties. When we get our noses in front, we manage to stay in front. We've got a real fighting spirit, and we've got a real belief within the squad, and I think the players believe in what we're doing. And I think they're the right players to bring it to life, and they keep doing that week in, week out for me. And I think as long as we keep doing the right things day in, day out, they're going to continue that to the end of the season. So it's big for us to make sure we're maintaining what we're doing and keep fighting and keep grinding away and keep making sure that we're trying to achieve what's possible towards the end of the season.